Good morning to all. Now we are going to start a lesson from civics. It is second lesson, election, political parties and pressure groups. Already we have completed the first two topics, election and political parties. Already we have seen that. Now I recall once again about the election. In India, so I will say some points, important points. It is a recall for you, that is about the election. I say some important points. Election in India takes place once in 5 years. To conduct the election, there is a separate to conduct the election in India, there is election commission. Election Commission India. So located in New Delhi. That the election commission, 3 election commissioners, 1 chief election commissioner assisted by 2 election commissioners. In India, election conducted once in 5 years. That is Parliament election, types of election: Parliament election, Assembly election and local body election. Local body election we conducted. This election, 2 types, that is direct election and indirect election. Lok Sabha election, Assembly election and the local body election are example for the direct elections. All these elections directly people take part. People elect the representatives directly. That is adult franchise. People who attain the age of 18, they are eligible to cast the vote to elect the representatives. Through that election, that direct election, representatives of Lok Sabha, Assembly polls and local bodies are elected. They are elected for 5 years. Then indirect election also there in India. The indirect election, through the indirect election, the President of India is elected through the indirect election. That is known as electoral college. That means members of the Lok Sabha, elected members of Lok Sabha and elected members of state legislative assembly and union territories, elected members of union territories all cast the vote to elect the President of India. So President of India is elected through the indirect election, that is known as electoral college. These are some of the important points about the election. Then some more important points I will say about the political parties. These 12 political parties, this topic also I have completed. Just to recall some points about the political parties. There are in India we have our country is example for multi-party system. Many parties, political parties are there. The political parties are the link between the people and the government. The political parties are link between the people and the government. Single party system, 2-party system and multi-party system is there in the world. Single party means there is only one party will be there, no opposition party. There will be no opposition party. Then the 2-party, ruling party and the opposition party will be there. Example, USA is an example of 2-party system. Then multi-party system, example of multi-party system, India. India, we have many political parties, that is national level and state level. National level parties and state level parties. State level parties also called regional parties. Regional party. We have 7 national parties, say for example Congress, BJP, like this, 7 national level parties are there. This for the national level, all the parties are recognized by the election commission. The election commission gives the recognition to the political parties and give the symbol also. Every political party has symbol. The candidates contest in the election. The political party candidates contest in the election. They will be having the symbol in that they will contest in the election. At the time of election, these political parties contest the election, and which party gets majority seat, that party will be the ruling party. Next to the ruling party, which party gets majority seat, that will be the opposition party. Ruling party and opposition party will be there in the country. Since our country is a democratic country, success of democracy depends upon the role of opposition parties. Opposition parties played an important role in the democratic form of government. These are all some of the important points in the political parties. Now the next topic we are going to see, that is pressure groups. Pressure groups. What is pressure group? Pressure group means a group of people actively take part in the policy, public policy. This word pressure group originated from USA. Only this pressure group, this word originated. So it is called, it is an attempt to bring change. These pressure groups, the pressure groups attempts to make change in the public policy. They make certain change through the activity of the people. The pressure groups are also called interest groups. They are different from political parties. They are not allied with the political parties. They will neither contest election nor try to capture political power. They will not contest in the election. They do not belong to any political parties. They will not try to capture the political power. The next heading is about pressure groups in India. In our country, India also, there are pressure groups. There are many pressure groups, but our country pressure groups are not developed like the pressure groups of USA and other European countries like Britain, France and Germany. We have so many pressure groups that is classified in the following categories. The Indian pressure groups are classified into different categories, that is business groups, trade unions, agrarian groups, professional associations, organizations, student organizations, religious organizations, like this. Different categories, our pressure groups are categorized. Then there are many pressure groups. Here given some of the examples of the pressure groups: All India Trade Union, All India Kisan Sabha, Indian Medical Association, like this, many pressure groups. There are many pressure groups in India. Now we are going to see about the functions of pressure groups. The pressure groups are non-allied with the political party and work as an independent. It works independent. The pressure groups are all active members are present in the pressure groups. Pressure groups carry out a range of functions including representation, political participation, education, policy formation and policy implementation. These are all the groups carry out the functions. Now we are going to see one by one about the political participation. First one is we are going to see about political participation. That is the political participation, the pressure groups protest the activities of the political parties. What are the activities, what are the political protests done by these pressure groups? Such as petition, marches, demonstrations and other forms of political protest. These are all some of the political protests against the political parties. Then the next function is about the pressure group, that is education. Many pressure groups devote significant resource by carrying out research, maintaining websites, commenting on government policy and using high profile. Regarding the education, these pressure groups giving the pressure to the government regarding the education in all these ways. Policy formulation. Many groups, pressure groups are vital source of information and render advice to the government. Giving advice, the political pressure groups giving political advice and advice to the government regarding the information. They are getting the information about the government and giving the advice to the government. They are getting advice so that they are giving the pressure group giving advice to the render advice to the government, and therefore they are regularly consulted to the process of policy formulation. So the next topic is about mobilization and people's participation. Mobilization means movement, making the people to move, that is mobilization. Next one is people's participation. Success of democracy depends upon the people's participation. Success of democracy depends upon the people's participation. That is given in the next heading. Now we see about the first mobilization. When the people make to move, when the natural calamities such as earthquakes, tsunami, flood and other such natural disasters happens, the people evacuated from one place to other place. From where the disaster takes place, from there the people are evacuated and make settlement to the safest places. That is mobilization. In that mobilization also the pressure groups actively take part. At the time of rescue operation, relief measures, all these carried by these pressure groups. These pressure groups are involved at the time of these disasters, natural calamities. These pressure groups actively involved to mobilize the people from one place to other. The next one is democratic participation. Democratic participation is very, very important for the successful democracy. People's participation. Wherever the people participation is necessary, the revenue collection system, that is Every citizen can take action that supports the tax and revenue collection system, observance of national norms and environmental protection, cleanliness, health and hygiene, sanitary drives. In all these aspects, people, this pressure group and the people can help the government. Even the immunization drives and pulse polio, that time also the people can take part in these programs. So, success of democracy. Our country is a democratic country, one of the biggest democratic countries. Success of democracy depends upon the people's participation. So, whenever the government takes all these activities, even the people also give the support to the government. Then only the democracy will be successful. That is mentioned here. So once again about these pressure groups. That pressure groups, it is a word originated from USA. There the pressure groups are playing important role in protest policy about the protest the government policy. The pressure groups is an interesting group or vested group. These are different from political parties. They are not members of the political parties. They will not contest in the election or take part in the political power. The government, they will not take part in the government also. Then about the pressure groups in India, many pressure groups are there in India, but it is not developed like other Western countries like USA and Europe. Many groups, there are many groups, associations, organizations and all made, all the people's participation only. Active members participated in these groups and organizations, associations and in all that. Then many pressure groups are there in India. That is already I have said about All India Trade Union Congress. This is one of the pressure group of India, and Narmada Bacho Andolan is one of the pressure group in India. Like this, many pressure groups mentioned here. Now we mark some of the answers. The short answer, fourth main, give short answer. I have given 3 2-mark questions. And fourth one is, what is a pressure group? Now I taught that topic, that is pressure group. What is a pressure group? That is page number 249 under the heading pressure group. That last para, this there pressure groups. In that pressure group heading second line, a pressure group is a group of people who are organized actively for promoting and defending their common interests. It is so called as its attempt to bring change in the public policy by exerting pressure on the government. This is the answer for the third 2-mark question. That to be marked from, you have to start from the second line, a pressure group till pressure on the government, you have to mark that third 2-mark. Then now we mark the one words. First one, choose the correct answer. Choose the correct answer. First one, India has adopted the electoral system followed in the United Kingdom. United Kingdom. That is B option. Second one, the Election Commission of India is an independent body. First A option, that is independent body. Which article of the Constitution provides for an election commission? Which article of Constitution provides for an election commission? That is C option, Article 324. Article 324 says about the Election Commission. Which part of the Constitution of India says about the Election Commission? Which part of the Election Commission, which part of the Constitution of India says about the Election Commission? That is B option, part 15, that is the Roman letter given 15, that is. Fifth one, who accords recognition to various political parties as national or regional parties? The Election Commission. The recognition given to the political parties by the Election Commission, that is B option. B option. Then sixth one is ascertain and reason. Ascertain and reason. A option. A option. Both A and R are true and R explains A. R explains A. Seventh one, nota was introduced in the year 2014. That is C option. Nota option was introduced in the year 2014 election. So that given the C option, the term pressure groups originated in USA. First, origination of the word pressure group is USA. The ninth one, ascertain and reason. Answer is B option. B option. Both A and R are true and R explains A. Both A and R are true and R does not explain A. B option. B option. Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. The words very small, only you can write it there. First one, the Election Commission of India is a body of 3 members. One Chief Election Commissioner assisted by 2 election commissioners. Like these 3 members. You write it there, 3. Second one, National Voters' Day has been celebrated on January 25th. Every year, January 25th is celebrated as National Voters' Day. In India, multi-party system is followed. Multi-party system, many parties. Multi means many. M-U-L-T-I, multi. In India, multi-party system is followed. Fourth one, in 2017, there were 7 recognized national parties. There were 7 recognized national parties in 2017. The Election Commission recognized 7 national, gave the recognition for 7 national parties. Fifth one, Narmada Bacho Andolan is a pressure group. You write it there, pressure group. Narmada Bacho Andolan is a pressure group. Narmada Bacho Andolan is a pressure group. Next, match the following. Match the following. National party. There are 7 national parties. So, first one, 7. 7. Single party system. Example, China. China is an example of single party. There is only one party system. There are no opposition party. So, single party system, you have to mark China. China is an example of single party system. Third one, 2 party system. Example, USA. USA example for 2 party system. There 2 parties, ruling party and opposition parties are there in USA. So it is an example of two-party system. Then pressure groups, trade unions. Trade union is example for pressure groups that we can find in India. We can find in India these trade unions. There are many trade unions. These trade unions are an example of pressure groups. Then we have marked the short answers. 4 short answers we have marked. Then answer in detail. Already we marked the answer in detail. First one, discuss merits and demerits of direct elections. That question answer we have marked. Next, what are the functions of political parties? What are the functions of political parties? That is page number 249. There is a heading functions of political parties. About 2, 4, 6, 7 points given. All the 7 points you have to mark. That second detailed question about the political parties. That is page number 249. Under the heading functions of political parties, 7 points. Next, third one, what are the functions of pressure groups in India? What are the functions of pressure groups in India? That is page number 250, functions of pressure groups in India heading. You have to mark that answer under the function of pressure groups in India, the right hand side first para. Second line, pressure groups carry out a range of functions including representation, political participation, education, policy formulation and policy implementation. That to be marked. Next, political participation. Under the political participation heading you have to mark the third line, activities such as. From that you mark activities such as petition, marches, demonstration till the last. Then education. For education, that paragraph to be marked fully. Then policy formulation. Under the heading policy formulation, you have to start that last 2 lines. That is from many pressure groups. From that you have to start till last process of policy formulation. Okay, all these answers I have given. Homework, you have to learn the 1 words and the 2 mark. All the 1 words and the 2 mark. That is up to 4th main. Give short answers you have to learn. Okay, thank you.